want a cashless society. It costs us $5 billion for checks and cash to move around our company.
You want a cashless society?
We are driving towards a faster, but we have more to gain than anybody in a sense from a pure operating cost. And so we're driving it, and the cost will come down, and everything's happening, and the costs are already very low. It's very efficient, very little fraud when you actually look at the volumes going through.
In the scriptures, it tells us of a moment that you should not ignore. It says in Revelation 13:7 that no man may buy or sell save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name.
It's my honor to welcome three of the world's leading technology CEOs. And in the case of Larry Ellison, it's well beyond technology. He's sort of CEO of everything. He's an amazing man, an amazing business person. But to announce the largest AI infrastructure project by far in history, and it's all taking place right here in America. As you know, there's great competition for AI and other things, and they're coming in at the highest level. We're joined by Oracle Executive Chairman Larry Ellison, SoftBank CEO, my friend Masa Yoshi-san, and CEO of OpenAI, and I would say the by far the leading expert based on everything I read, Sam Altman. So that's great that you're coming in together. That's a massive group of talent and money. Together, these world-leading technology giants are announcing the formation of Stargate. So put that name down in your books, because I think you're going to hear a lot about it in the future. A new American company that will invest $500 billion at least in AI infrastructure in the United States, and very quickly, moving very rapidly, creating over 100,000 American jobs almost immediately. This monumental undertaking is a resounding declaration of confidence in America's potential under a new president. A new president. I didn't say it, they did. So I appreciate that, fellas. But it'll ensure the future of technology. What we want to do is we want to keep it in this country. China is a competitor and others are competitors. We want it to be in this country, and we're making it available.
It is very interesting that Trump just announced Project Stargate, and he's talking about AI and focusing on AI. This is all leading to the AI takeover. This is what this all boils down to, and I hope people are paying attention. And the name alone is very interesting. Stargate. Why would he name it that? Call it that. Look at this. OpenAI, SoftBank, and Oracle are planning a joint venture called Stargate. And then right here, President Trump is set to announce billions of dollars in private sector investment to build artificial intelligence infrastructure in the United States. So do you all see exactly where all of this is going? This is all leading to the AI takeover. This is all going to tie into the mark of the beast, in my honest opinion. This is why he has somebody like Elon on his side, because Elon is all about the AI takeover. He is. So this is some very interesting stuff indeed. And one has to wonder if this is going to be what sets the stage for the fake alien invasion in the near future. One has to wonder that, because the name alone should be a pause for concern. Stargate. Stargate had to do with portals and stuff like that, right? Stargate had to do with traveling through portals and going to other worlds. I mean, come on. It is right there for everybody to see. So it's by no coincidence, it's by no accident that he named it Stargate, because remember, he continues to talk about, oh, we are going to occupy Mars and stuff like that. Now, obviously, you can't leave this planet. You can't. But here's the breakdown of Stargate, as I talked about. A team of explorers made up of soldiers and scientists who travel through a Stargate, an ancient portal to other planets. They use the Stargate to explore new worlds, forge ties with friendly civilizations, and protect Earth from hostile forces. So, there you have it. This is all tying together for the Mark of the Beast. This is all tying together for them to pull over whatever they've been trying to pull over from the other side, in my honest opinion, via CERN. And I go back yet again to this magazine, The World Ahead 2025, and it shows you the AI takeover. And one has to wonder if all of this is going to tie into these smart cities, or as Trump likes to even call some of these smart cities, freedom cities. So one has to wonder if all of this is tying together for these smart cities. One has to wonder if all of this is going to tie together for the Mark of the Beast system. Because, again, you have people like Elon on Trump's side, and Elon is all about this AI takeover. And Elon isn't the only one that's on Trump's side, because he literally had other tech heads, or whatever you want to call them, at his inauguration. He had Mark Zuckerberg there, and others, Jeff Bezos and others. And all of these people have one thing in common. They are about the AI takeover. So from my viewpoint, from my vantage point, I believe this is where we are heading. And I know it sounds like something out of a sci-fi movie, you know, when he talks about Stargate and AI and everything else. But I really believe this is where we are heading, and one has to wonder if they are going to use whatever technology to power these portals that we've seen pop up in different places. Because we have. But again, this is why he had these tech heads at his inauguration. Because he's showing you what he's about. He's telling you what he's about. Trump is about the AI takeover along with the rest of these people, because this is all setting the stage for this false golden age on top of that. He could talk a big game all that he wants, that, oh, this is going to bring more jobs, but nah, this isn't about that. It's not about, oh, we're going to bring more jobs. No, this is about eventually replacing me and you with robots and other things. Because remember, they want you and me to own nothing and be happy. So Trump can pretend to be the good guy all that he wants, and all of his cult, the MAGA cult, can pretend all that they want, that this guy is here to save the day, this guy is here to make America great again, when he is using the same talking points, if you really listen to it, and he's pushing the same agendas in a roundabout way. Yeah, he's pushing a lot of good things on the surface, you know, like banning this and that and everything else. Yeah, it's...
All right, Shalom. Israel, first and foremost, as always, I would like to give all praises, honor, glory, respect, and blessings to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rachaha, Kodash. Salutations to the Lord's elect on the four corners of the earth, pushing his truth and sincerity while patiently waiting for Yahweh Shai's return. And as always, double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone, which have taught us everything we know through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai. And as you just saw in this video right here, okay, you know, basically the Edomites, which will be the self-proclaimed white man, which starts with the so-called elites trickling down to the rest of their nation of people, the so-called elites who call themselves Rothschilds and Rockefellers, trickling down to the rest of their nation of people. Okay, basically are moving forward with their MOTB agenda. All right, and as you heard the guys say at the very beginning of the video, they're moving quickly with their agenda, okay? And we must remember, okay, these so-called elites know they have but a short time. So just like you heard them say at the very beginning, you know, he said that we're moving quickly with this technology. Cause see, right now, you know, what Esau wants, Esau does not want a society where people can just roam around freely and go places and buy things without them knowing about it. Okay? Esau wants a society that is based on technocracy, okay? Which technocracy or technocrat basically means the rule of technology, because cratsy, I believe, means the rule of. Then you have techno, which is, you know, short for technology. So Esau wants a society that's based on technocracy, you know, a society that's ran by technology. You know, he wants everybody to be linked to a supercomputer, you know, which ultimately will be able to predict your actions, know where you're at, know what you're buying, know what you're feeling, what you're thinking, you know, this, and you know, it's all about power and control with these so-called elites, because they have a God complex, you know. They don't think like the average person does. Okay? So they're getting ready to come down with great wrath because they know they have only but a short time to rule, which is why when we go to Revelation 12, verse 12, therefore rejoice ye heavens and ye that dwell in them, right? Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea. Why? For the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath. Why? Because he knoweth that he have but a short time. Okay, these Edomites has come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he have but a short time. Okay? So they know they have but a short time to rule, okay? And they already have a bunch of, you know, angry and pent up anger towards the Israelites, which will be the so-called Negro, Latino, and Native Indians, because they know the history of how our forefather Jacob supplanted their forefather Esau out of their blessing. So they really gonna come down with furious wrath to the Israelites, okay? In which they will have martial law coming after our people. They're gonna have robots with guns, you know, robot dog with guns latched on top of it, coming after our people. You know, they're gonna release all these robotic insects that explode, shrapnels, and plant it into people, blowing up. Okay, you know that they're gonna be using the HARP program. You know, they're gonna have newly created beasts out here. So it's gonna get terrible, man. They gonna pull out all the stops, man. Just to in an attempt to secure their position as being the top rulers on this planet, man. Okay? So we are quickly heading towards a technocratic society, man. That's going to be ran and ruled by AI, you know? And they show you that in movies like I, Robot, you know, where Esau basically turned the robots on the people, okay? Try to have the robots, you know, put people in subjection and basically under their rule. Okay? So, you know, these are the times we're coming into, you know. And this is why we need Yahushai. Because when these devils come down with great wrath, man, That's going to be the start of Jacob's trouble, you know, in which you got assholes out there who said that there won't be a Jacob's trouble and that we've already been troubled and Jacob's trouble already came to pass. And that, you know, Jacob's troubles for those who troubled us. You know, well, I mean, that's a lie. You know, Jacob's trouble applies to the Israelites. OK. All right. And we're getting ready to enter into Jacob's trouble, you know. We're getting ready to enter into Jacob's trouble, you know. Now, don't get me wrong. The heathens are also going to be impacted by Jacob's trouble because you got Israelites, so-called Negro, Latino, and Native Indians living amongst those heathens. So the heathens are going to get caught up in Jacob's trouble too. But Jacob's trouble is going to mainly impact our people, man. Okay? It's not. Jacob's trouble is going to impact our people. And the reason why it's mainly going to impact our people is because, you know, our people are wicked, you know. They refuse to turn back to the Lord. You know, our people want to worship other gods. They want to keep the customs of these wicked holidays. Okay? They don't want to acknowledge their offense before the Lord, you know. They want to keep living a life of wickedness. So the Lord is going to allow our people to be punished by the Edomites during Jacob's trouble. You know, it's going to get bad out here, man. It's going to be civil wars, race wars, class wars. You know, it's going to be everybody for themselves, man. So you could better understand. Okay, so these devils are getting ready to come down with great wrath, you know. Ordo ab chaos, which means order out of chaos. Okay? They want to create chaos so they can be justified in coming with a solution, in which that solution will lead to the New World Order being established. Okay, so obviously the micro C hip is the MOTB, you know, and anybody who takes that will be destroyed. Okay, and you know, we have to read the punishment for taking the MOTB. Okay, because see, a lot of people think that they're just going to take the MOTB and then, you know, and then when Yahweh show up, they're going to apologize and try to take the chip out of their hand or wherever it is in their body. See, look, Lord, I repented. Nah, man, the Most High is still going to turn your ass into space dust because you knew better. Okay? Okay, Revelation 14, verse 9. And the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast in his image and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of Yahweh, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation. And he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb. You see that? And that fire and brimstone is going to come via the nuclear destruction, the nuclear warheads, okay? And those nuclear warheads are going to come into a vehicle. They're going to come via a vehicle known as the intercontinental ballistic missiles, okay? The intercontinental ballistic missiles is going to be the vehicle used for transporting those intercontinental ballistic missiles from one country to another, and the main target of the nuclear war or nuclear warfare is going to be the United States of America and the land of Israel. Okay, And the proof of that is when we come over here to the book of Jeremiah. Okay, let's go to Jeremiah. Okay, you see Jeremiah chapter 51 verse 1. Thus saith the Lord, behold, I will raise up against Babylon. Now let's stop right there. Okay, who's modern day Babylon? The United States of America is modern day Babylon. I will raise up against Babylon and against them that dwell in the midst of them that rise up against me a destroying wind. And that destroying wind is going to come via the explosion of nuclear warheads, which is going to come from Russia, China, India, Iran, okay, and even NATO, because NATO is going to turn on the United States of America. Okay, so NATO, you know, and many other countries that's going to be at odds against the United States of America. And during that nuclear destruction, okay, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus, he's going to be present with Michael the archangel, as well as the angels of the heavenly angels of heaven. He's going to be present during that time. And anybody who have the CHIP inside of them during that time will be victims of the nuclear destruction, because you're going to be left down here to melt in nuclear warfare, okay, as the Lord's elect is getting beamed up into what the world calls UFOs. So that fire and brimstone is going to come via the explosion of nuclear warheads, okay? Okay? And will send unto Babylon fanners that shall fan her and shall empty her land. For in the day of trouble they shall be against her round about. Okay? And what happens when you fan a flame? It intensifies the fire, okay? The fire becomes more intensified. Okay? Against him that bendeth, let the archer bend his bow, and against him that lifteth up himself in the brigandine, and spare ye not her young men, destroy ye utterly all her hosts. Okay, so then when we scroll all the way down to verse 11, you know, which you can read this on your own time, make bright the arrows, gather the shields. The Lord have raised up the spirit of the king of the Medes. Who are the Medes? That's the Russians. Okay. Okay, if you look on the ancient biblical map, you can see that that where Russia is today, that land used to be known as the land of the Medes. Okay. So today the Medes will be the Russians. Okay. Which the ancient, and back in the ancient world, okay, back in the ancient world, the Medes were Japhetic people. Okay, Japheth, you know, people of color. They used to have rule and control over that land. Okay, but now that land is being occupied by Edomites, predominantly Edomites, who are calling themselves Russians. So the modern Medes today will be the Russians. So the Lord had raised up the spirit of the king of the Medes, for his device is against Babylon, to destroy it, because it is the vengeance of the Lord, the vengeance of his temple. Okay, it is the vengeance of the Lord. Okay, and what did Yahweh say in the book of Isaiah, the 47th chapter? I will take vengeance, and I will not meet thee as a man. Because when Yahweh Shai returns, he's coming back as a angelic force. Okay? For his device is against Babylon, the United States of America, to destroy it, because it is the vengeance of the Lord, the vengeance of his temple. Let's go to Isaiah 13. And that device, the Lord's device, is talking about what? It's talking about those intercontinental ballistic missiles. Okay. Isaiah chapter 13. Let's scroll all the way down to 19. Okay. And Babylon, the glory of kingdoms, the beauty of the Chaldees' excellency shall be as when Yahweh overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah. How was ancient Sodom and Gomorrah overthrown? By fire and brimstone, okay? Okay, and it tells you that in the book of Genesis that fire and brimstone came from God out of heaven and destroyed that place. And everybody that was in Sodom and Gomorrah, committing all them vile acts, got put to death. Now, is America modern day Sodom and Gomorrah? Let's go to Revelation 11. What does it say in Revelation 11? Okay. Okay, I believe it's Revelation 11, verse 8. Okay, and their dead bodies shall lie in the street of the great city. Who's that great city? Babylon, which is the United States of America, is known as that great city, which spiritually is called what? Sodom and Egypt. Okay, and what's synonymous with ancient Egypt? The pyramid. Right now, if you look on the back of your $1 bill, what do you see? What do you see on the back of your $1 bill? You see a pyramid with an eye at the top of it, okay? Okay, showing you that America is the new Egypt, okay? Where the biggest form of slavery has ever taken place at, okay? In which the Israelites, which are the so-called Negro, Latino, and Native Indians, built up this whole entire country, Slavery was heavy here in the United States of America. And even to this very day, as I speak, slavery is still going on. Okay? If you're not working for gold or silver, which is real money, then you're basically working for free. People talking, well, I ain't working for free, bro. Well, your petrodollar is not even real money. So you might as well say that you're working for free. If you're working for paper, that's not money. So America is the new Egypt. Okay? America's the new Egypt. Okay, and America is also modern day Sodom. Okay, and how can we confirm that? Because America gives, fruitcakes, rights. Fruitcakes are being given rights. You know what I mean by fruitcakes? I'm talking about dudes that's into other dudes. That weird shit. Women that's into other women, your butches. Men that's into little children, women that's into little children. People who are into animals. All these things were going on in the ancient Sodom and Gomorrah. So America is also Sodom. America is also Sodom and Gomorrah. And what does the word Sodom mean? Well, Sodom is when a man takes his rod and he puts it into the butthole of another man. And that can also apply to women. A man that takes his rod and he put it into the butthole of a woman. That's sodomy. And the price for that is death, because the scriptures speak about if a man lie with mankind as he will with a woman, both of them had committed an abomination, they shall surely be put to death. their blood shall be upon them. Okay, because when Yahweh Shai and the angels created people, they created Adam and Eve, not Adam and Steve. Okay, so in Babylon, the glory of kingdoms, the beauty of the Chaldees' excellency shall be as when Yahweh overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah. So Sodom and Gomorrah was judged by fire. Okay. And guess what? This place is going to be judged by fire again. Well, America is going to be judged by fire. Well, I mean, it's already been. California obviously got set on fire. So America has been judged by fire for years, decades. But the main fire that's going to take out this wicked country is going to be those nuclear warheads. So you could better understand. Okay. So it shall never be inhabited, neither shall it be dwelt in from generation to generation. Neither shall the Arabian pitch tent there, neither shall the shepherds make their fold there. Okay. But wild beasts of the desert shall lie there, and their houses shall be full of doleful creatures, and owls shall dwell there, and satyrs shall dance there. And the wild beasts of the islands shall cry in their desolate houses, and dragons in their pleasant palaces. And her time is near to come, and her days shall not be prolonged. So, after the nuclear destruction of Babylon the Great, which will be the United States of America, this country will never be inhabited ever again. Okay. This place will never be inhabited ever again, because it's going to be one big desert. Okay, it's going to be a big desert inhabited by desert-like creatures. Okay, and it tells you that in Revelation 18, Babylon is fallen, and has become the habitation of devils and of every unclean spirit. Okay, and in so many words, which goes to show you that John the Revelator saw the nuclear destruction of America. Okay, so, I mean, that's pretty much it, I pray and hope that you, hopeful members of the elect, as well as you few sisters, have been edified through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai. With that, I'm going to say shalom, is on to the next one.